When I was 6 years old, I wasn't allowed to watch TV on the weekdays, except for the Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, and National Geographic. That means I was raised on the shows like The Most Extreme, Man vs. Wild, Man, Woman, Wild, and that made me want to experience it all. I wanted to see the Amazon River, I wanted to catch some big bass, and I wanted to test myself to try and see if I could handle living by myself in the wild with barely any provisions. When I was finally of age to do all of this, I got sidetracked by a lot of things, mostly money. I just wanted to make a lot of it. It wasn't until last year that I reconnected with the wilderness and that 6-year-old boy with dreams of seeing the world. Reasons I love nature. Because I didn't have it for a while. I was in New York for a year trying to chase money, and while I appreciate all the experiences I got and the money I earned, of all the things you could see in New York, I was genuinely looking for one specific thing, the color green. So I made time to go to Central Park every Friday afternoon. I just walked around the park and sat on the fields. Hey, today I'm at Central Park and I'm just gonna walk around, I guess. See if there are any cool things in the video. And honestly, being from the Philippines, I grew up and took nature for granted because I could just go outside and see a tree. But in New York, it was genuinely a concrete jungle, and I don't mean that in a good way. And everything about that city is just so cramped, but it did make me realize how beautiful of a country the Philippines is. You won't love it till you miss it, and you won't miss it till it's gone. Because it's dangerous. I'm listing these reasons based off things that move me. So as we go down this list, I hope it encourages you to explore nature and maybe join a conservation effort. I haven't done one here in the Philippines, but that's generally something I want to do. So if you're from the Philippines or you live here and you know of some cool projects I could join, I'd love to help out and maybe help film some stuff to raise awareness for you guys. Anyway, yeah, nature is dangerous. I genuinely believe that you feel the most alive when you're near death. I'm a self-proclaimed unathletic adrenaline junkie. That means I can't do the cool stuff like snowboarding or free soloing El Capitan, shout out Alex Honnold, but I love being outdoors and just the idea that not everybody has seen this because not everybody can. Not everybody's able to climb a mountain for 4 to 8 hours, so just the fact that you're able to do it makes it a privilege. Sure, you could fall down and break stuff along the way, but the way I see it, we're all gonna end up in wheelchairs and then 6 feet under, so what difference does it make when that happens? My third reason is because it's asking to be explored. Every time a new Avatar movie comes out, everybody starts talking about how they wanna live in Pandora and be a Na'vi. And I just wanna say that it's real and it exists. You can find it in China. The Zhangjiajie National Park. This park inspired Pandora's landscape and saw 20 million tourists in the first half of 2024 alone. That's a lot of people that's been to Pandora. My point is, the world is so beautiful and it's basically begging for you to explore it. You just have to be willing to go out there and walk. Personally, I wanna see Yosemite. I wanna see Halong Bay. I wanna see Patagonia. I wanna go to this park. Obviously, this means you have to take care of the land too, which brings me to my next reason. I love nature because it reminds me that we were put on this earth to just vibe. I don't know what all this extra stuff is. I've found that when you're on a hike and in nature, there's really nothing else in the world that matters. But I think being out in nature has made me realize that so much pressure that we put on ourselves is unnecessary. My point is, you are putting unnecessary pressure on yourself to achieve things, to be respected by other people, that honestly doesn't really matter. In 100 years, we're all gonna be in our graves and barely anyone's gonna remember our name. So it doesn't really matter if Joanne from HR doesn't like you or if your manager grills you for not working overtime every day. My last reason is because we have to. Earth is the only planet we got. We don't have another chance. So if we wanna live a long and prosperous life and ensure that for the next generation, we're gonna have to take care of it. But how do you take care of something you don't understand? My contention is that if you really wanted to secure your future and your children's, you have to take care of planet Earth. And you can't do that if you don't understand or see the things that walk on it. So that's the plants, the trees, the moss, and animals that grow. Like, it's not far-fetched to say that understanding something allows for a better type of care. I'm a plant person now, but when I first started caring for plants, so many of them died from overwatering. And honestly, I didn't get why overwatering plants was a bad thing until I got one for myself. And that's when I realized that, like you and me, they also need air to breathe. So overwatering them too much was basically waterboarding. And I don't know about you, but that's not a good thing. And this type of understanding nature is essential to survival. Part of me loves nature simply because I have to. Because without it, I genuinely believe that we're not fulfilling our duties as human beings. I want to know your thoughts on why you love nature, or maybe you don't. Let other people know why you hate nature and the great outdoors in the comments below. I post my hikes in the Philippines on Instagram, so if you want, you can check that out. A follow would be cool too. I hope you all rock with me. I love you.